Well, welcome, friends, fans, and colleagues to Voices of the Sacred Feminine. It's Wednesday night, and if you're in the U.S., you know it's Voices of the Sacred Feminine night. And I'm so glad to have with me as my guest Carol Christ. She is going to be on the show in just a moment here. We're going to be talking about gratitude and sharing, just some of the principles of goddess spirituality. But first I want to shout out to Celia for use of her her incredible music, and tonight's single, you heard a little snippet from her single called Metta Prayer. And if it doesn't slip my mind, at the close of the show, I will let you hear, the whole song of Celia's called Metta Prayer. It certainly could be our goddess anthem in a way. So, as I said, tonight it's Wednesday, so it's Voices of the Sacred Feminine. We are a little bit later tonight. I'm usually on at 6 p.m. Pacific, but we're on at 9 p.m. Pacific because Carol has so graciously and generously agreed to speak to us from Greece. So we had to, tweak the time a little bit so it would be a little bit more comfortable for her. And as you know, you can always listen to Voices of the Sacred Feminine shows from the archives anytime at your convenience. So make sure you tell your friends that, because some people think if they don't catch the show live, they've missed the opportunity, and that is not it at all. We have an incredible archive there that's collected over the years, still as relevant today as when the show first aired. And they can be heard anytime at your convenience. And it's great to binge listen as well. When you're cooking, washing clothes, waiting in the airport, all of these times when, you can multitask. So anyway, again, tonight's topic is gratitude and sharing, principles of goddess spirituality. And, this is part of an important topic to me. If you've been following me much at all lately, following the anthologies I've been putting together, following any of the talks or interviews that I give, listening to this show, one of the things that has been most important, at the front of my mind, has been talking about the values of goddess spirituality, talking about reconciling our spirituality and our politics, talking about getting beyond just, Goddess 101, where, goddess spirituality is, about knowing how to do ritual or tarot or astrology or, knowing about goddesses in all these different countries, all the things that we learn as beginners, in goddess spirituality. It's important, but it is sort of the beginning. It's the foundation. Those are the things maybe you get into when you begin this, but we do have to, ratchet it up a bit, as I call it. We have to go from Goddess 101 to Goddess 2.0. And, what I mean by that is, looking at, are we becoming our authentic selves? Are we using goddess spirituality principles to become the best person that we can be, to create the best world that we can, using the values of goddess spirituality? And I am sorry to say, and I'm just being truthful, that my background, coming up in goddess spirituality in the 90s, the teachers that I had FaceTime with, the one-on-one, the teachers here in the Los Angeles area, they didn't really teach about that. They were big on, a lot of the things I just described, especially how to do ritual or learning about goddesses all around the world. And for a while, I was traveling all around to sacred sites, learning about goddess sacred sites. And, and that's all fine and well. But now as a teacher myself, I want to go to, jump into that next realm and explain and teach and share, at least in my opinion, how the values of Goddess can help us be better people and can help us create better communities that can help us create a better world. And I think that's really important. What could be more important, really, when you think about it? It really comes down to our morality. And Carol is one of the teachers out there who has been teaching about sacred feminine liberation theology. And that's another way to talk about or label these sorts of things. Sacred feminine liberation theology. How does the theology of the sacred feminine set us free? Okay? There was a time when people thought Christianity was the religion of liberation theology for a time. I don't think it is anymore. Maybe some Christians would think otherwise. Maybe Carol will have some thoughts on that. But I believe, as I think Carol probably believes, it's sacred feminine values and spirituality that is the liberation theology of the future. And she has had some great articles in the Feminism and Religion blog. You should really know about that blog. You can go to Feminism and Religion, just Google it, and you can find out how to get copies of blog entries that people randomly, add to the blog, when they have something valuable they want to say. And Carol has been doing that for a long time. You'll find a lot of her articles. One, for instance, was learning gratitude for the gifts of life on the goddess pilgrimage to Crete. That was a recent one. She also had gratitude and sharing, two fundamental principles of goddess spirituality. She had in the spirit of great generosity in Crete, a survival of ancient matriarchal values. And we're going to be talking about her articles, one in particular tonight. So I've gone on too long here, and she's patiently waiting there in the wings. So let me say good morning to you, Carol. Thank you for joining us today.